Welcome to my Thomas Trackmaster collection video. It's a lot less than it looks. Alright, starting off we have the Blue Mountain Mystery Thomas. Magic. Alright, so this is a Thomas, one of the better ones. Yeah. Next we have Thomas. Alright, so 2012 Thomas. I like this guy. I like the 2010 Blue Mountain Mystery one better, but I do like this roof thing with that little groove. I don't know. I've always liked that. The face is good. Solid Thomas. Next we have Trackmaster 2 Thomas. So the thing with Trackmaster 2 is that it's Trackmaster 2, it sucks. You don't have the black buffers. Dumb. The face is like inside this like cylinder, which also looks really dumb. The wheels are dumb. Actually, yeah, you can't free roll, which is so annoying because that's what I always use. But yeah, I also don't like the switch. It's in the center. It's weird. It's Trackmaster 2. Moving on. Now moving on to the better Trackmaster 2. Alright, so the talking Trackmaster 2. It's better model. Like, look at that. That is incredible. Look at the mud. Instead of it being brown, it's like a grayish brown. It looks good. They made the wheels gray. Everything about it. It's just a solid model. But one thing I have to say is it's so annoying. Which it's a cool aspect, but it's so freaking annoying. At least it's less annoying than, Nia. Moving on, we have, Trackmaster 3, also known as All Engines Go. Okay, so this model specifically, I just never get the detail. I don't get the art on the side. I never did. I still don't like it. Face is cool. I still think it looks like a squishy. But maybe that's because I'm like Gen Z, unlike you guys. And yeah, it works. I don't know what to say. It's All Engines Go. Still can't figure out buffers. Like, seriously, guys. You got the first time and you can't get it the third time. Alright, moving on to Edward. Non-existent. Moving on to Henry. I still think the show should be Henry the Tender Engine and Friends. Light. Okay. So, this model, I really like it. Except for the fact that you can't free roll. At least you have the buffers, and it's a Henry. You can't go wrong with Henry. But yeah, just look at that tender. And I get that you're like old and stuff in 2011. You don't know how technology works. Well, just get a smartphone. It doesn't need to be that long to fit batteries. Now moving on to the next Trackmaster, which is Henry. Why did I say that so? Okay, Henry Trackmaster 2. Alright, so by the time they got to Trackmaster 2, they looked back at their talking Trackmaster 1. They're like, that tender was really freaking long. So let's shorten it up and make it literally smaller than a caboose, Because, who needs coal? Other than that, the model's not... Oh, no. I'm not gonna lie, the model's absolute trash. Look at it. Like, do I even need to explain it? Moving on to the clumsy one, Gordon. Okay, so Gordon. I love this. Oh my gosh, look at this beauty. I will say that usually when you crash into a bunch of bananas, and get them all over you, you don't usually just get one on, like a third of your whole, your engine, and a ton on your tender. Usually it's a little more on your, the majority of your engine, right? Or the engine, I should say. This is an engine. Yeah, that's kind of weird design, but love this spot. And as you guys will expect, I finally have what next is another varying Gordon. Alright, like I said before, never got the decal. Don't like it very much. The rosy cheeks, like, what the crap? And what is that face? When was he fat? Like, seriously, that's Emily's job. Like I said, talking. Yeah, it's talking. It's Trackmaster 2. Alright, so as you guys know from last year, I have a talking James. Well, why not just upgrade him to shiny? Alright, I hate this thing. There needs to... People praise this. This does not deserve praise at all. Look at those buffers. They are red. You could have black. Black buffers always win. Metallic black. Okay, of course you guys know I'm kidding. This thing's amazing. It's so good. Just look at it. And even the cold.
Hey Grant, I came to crash your video for once. Let's open this.
Alright.
So Justin is here, FOMO bombing. Our next live stream, we're going to be doing Trackmaster 3 versus Trackmaster 2 durability test. Doing any test you want. If you guys want us to burn anything on there, that's our next live stream. So stay tuned. Back to you, Grant.
As I was saying, this thing sucks. Just kidding. I'm kidding. This thing is amazing. Like I said, special coal. Like, everyone says, no, Henry has the special coal. No, Shiny James is the one with the special coal. And moving on, we have the wise guy. Oh. Well, I forgot about Percy. Fine. You know, how is it that I get, like, Bertram? I literally have Bertram. And I don't have a Percy. I have this. That's not Percy. Tell me that's Percy. Look at that. And it's an all engines go one. And it's not even the normal one. Never realized how creepy Molly is. Alright, moving on to the wise guy. Alright, the wise guy. Don't call me wise. So he's smart, he's cool looking, I love him. It's weird. It's wonderful. Moving on to the worst one. Alright, so yeah, this is just the worst one with it. Like, look, he's literally a pig and has no black buff. And next up we have Talking Diesel. What the fuck? Alright. Shut up. Oh my god. Why is it that I get the factory errors? And where did they get this red paint scheme from? Although it does look really sexy. But, look at that. I don't even know what to say. It's amazing. I actually really like this. Next up, we have Mavis. Farquhar. Okay, so this Mavis. Okay, this Mavis. Got it? Mavis. Mavis. Okay. This Mavis from Farquhar. Is I don't know. Okay, I do know. It's amazing. Like, look at this thing. The only thing that beats it is the Erdl. Like, I like it a lot. I love the back. I love everything about it. I love Mavis. Moving on to Boko. Oh my gosh, I love Boko. Boko, also known as D5702.
A real diesel, by the way.
I didn't. Okay, learn something new every day. Why can they not just take that length from Mavis, and add it to Boko? Like, the Bandai is perfect. I know it doesn't turn at all. But, like, it's wonderful. This model is wonderful. What it does to batteries, though, if you leave them there for, like, 12 years, is it makes them blue. So don't... I want to recommend doing that, but just look at that. It's Boko. It's Boko. It is Boko. All right, moving on, we have Diesel 10. All right, so this actually is not a normal Diesel 10, as you can see by those splotches. But it's a good model. I wish the crane did more. But I will say, Diesel 10 as a character is just a worse version of Boko. Like, seriously. Boko's way cooler. And why is that off-centered? Okay, I know why. But don't ever do that again. Because I'm a perfectionist and I cannot handle this. Next up, we have Airy. Okay, so you might not believe this, but I'm so old that this has to be official. This is official. Yes, they made knockoffs that are identical, but like I said, I am freaking old. I'm like older than you, probably. And I don't get knockoffs because I'm just like that. And look how wonderful he is. Moving on, we have Salty, and he is very salty. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. I know. But his name is Salty. And he's talking. I don't. I. I actually really like this model, but I do. I mean, I don't know what else they put as his like tender, but it just feels so weird with that always connected to him. But other than that, I really like Salty. His face is good. Everything about him is good. This button's a little weird. I'm kidding. Moving on, we have knockoff Spencer, and by knockoff, I mean way better than the original Spencer. Okay, so this is actually like the bestest Spencer of the bestest. Like, it's just the greatest. It's the bestest. It's like, yeah. Look at that mustache and tell me that's not amazing. I do actually have the tender, just not on me. Yeah. Moving on, we have Molly. This is probably the weirdest Trackmaster face I've ever seen in my life. And to be fair, it is based off of a prototype face, but still, it's a little creepy. I do actually have I do not have the tender anymore. Don't remember actually I do remember, but it's classified, so now I'll tell you. Moving on, we have Rosie. Well, I wish I had the play rail one, if you know what I mean. But then again, the pink Rosie is way, way better. Pink is the better color on Rosie. That's what roses really are. They are really pink. That's totally not because I've just never given someone a rose before. Or received one because I have no friends. But it has black buffers. It has amazing freckles. It's pink. It's good. Moving on, we have Dennis. Okay, so I will never understand why people always have like 20 models of Dennis. Like, he appeared for what, like probably like 7 seconds. He's probably like the Bertram of standard gauge. But everyone just loves him. Yeah, I mean, he's cool. Like, I'm not gonna lie, he's amazing. There's nothing wrong with Dennis. Next up, we have Neville without a tender. I wish I had the play rail. I also wish I had the tender. I also wish Neville was like on screen. Yeah, good job. I really don't have many problems with this. It's nice, simple, looks a little flat and repetitive, I guess, if that makes sense. Like, just split up into 4 quadrants. But what do I gotta say? It's Neville. Up next is Snowy Hero. Oh my gosh. Alright, so since, time, I'm not gonna go into super depth because I did that last year. But I will say, this is one of the best models. The snowy ones, just in general, are amazing, including Emily. Sadly, I know it's Emily. No one likes her. She's fat and stuff. But, she looks skinny in that one. The Diddy Kong of Thomas. Looks better on this side. Moving on to Belle. The better version of Flynn. I wish I had the play rail. I actually have nothing. There's really nothing wrong with Belle. Except for the whole, rescue thing. That's all wrong. But Belle, as a character, I have no problem with. And this model looks cool, but I wish I had play rail. Alright, so my least favorite character, probably not, but yeah. Alright, so unlike Belle, there's nothing going for Flynn at all. He's not cool. He's terrible. He's part of a terrible organization, which is the search and rescue place thingy. There's nothing cool about him. No one likes you. You're a fire truck that has what is it called? Wheels that trains have. like come out the bottom of it, like you. That is the only thing you have going for you, and your model doesn't even have that. You just have rogue wheels. And what, you're expected to run straight on the road? If I turned him on, he'd go. Moving on to the electric engine made of wood. Yeah, logic. So, I don't know if you guys just don't understand history or can't look at a timeline and just can't comprehend that 1917, we were in freaking World War One. There's no such thing as electric engines. Let alone wood. Yeah, I actually kind of like the model, though. I'm not gonna lie. Moving on to Caitlin, right? All right. I have nothing wrong with Caitlin, actually. There's nothing wrong with Caitlin. Cool engine, good model. Got nothing else to say. I mean, looks amazing. Moving on to the narrow gauge engines. Kinda. It's overpriced on Amazon, going for $20 while everyone else is $10. Doesn't look amazing. It's mid. It's mid, as you guys would say. I'm too old for this, you know. I mean, I'm younger than the people who make that meme. But, I'm still too old to say that. It's mid, though. It's so mid. Like, just look at this. It's not worth $20. At least the character-wise, like, it's an electric engine that actually makes sense. Stafford. Now, moving on to arguably, and by arguably, I mean definitely, the best narrow gauge engine in existence, LeGroux, more specifically, Muddy LeGroux. Okay, so this is the most beautiful model in existence. There's nothing that beats LeGroux, and Muddy LeGroux goes, it's the same. It is the same. There's nothing wrong with, well, besides the French name, there is nothing wrong with LeGroux. Like, look at this. Oh, just beauty. I mean, sure. Yeah, no, it's beauty. It's just beauty. And thanks, Justin, for letting me borrow your Carly Crane.
The hell?
Swoosh, I'm old. Got a maneuver. Ah, Peter said. As much as I like this model, this started the decline of Thomas. It was not Magic Railroad. No, it was this. It was this model specifically. You see, you have this static side rail or bar, whatever it's called. No one cares. And it has the holes for it to, you know, connect so it can move. Why? You're wasting your money. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe not. But you set the tone for these guys. Like, look, you not only do you have that hole for the other side, you have the freaking, the metal thing. Here's Dennis. The metal thing that holds it in place. The hole that, look at it. Although it is a nice model. But, oh my gosh. At least it has a rectangular funnel. Moving on to the myth. People still, to this day, don't believe I have Bertram, even though I've proved it multiple occasions. Oh my gosh, look at this beauty. No buffers. Wait, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. There are buffers. Awesome cup link. Just so perfect. Better version of Duke. Like, look at this thing.
Yet his doesn't work.
It does work. Just every single battery I put in there is broken.
That makes sense.
Yes, Duracell, you need to work on making your batteries work. You know, they work in my Xbox. No. They don't work. It's the batteries. It's not my Bertram. Bertram's perfect. Bertram is 100% perfect. He's as good as Henry, if not better.
His Henry doesn't work either.
No, that's the battery's fault. I hate Justin. Oh my gosh. Moving on to Victor. Better one. All right, so Victor. I actually like this model. It looks amazing. I do think it's better than the next one. But that's only because it's not talking. I'll explain that in the next one. But, yeah. I really just don't have any problems with this. I think having, like, real buffers will be cooler, but he's narrow gauge. No one cares about him. And moving on, we have Victor. So, this is the talking one, based off an amazing scene. And it looks amazing. Here, the model. I take back what I said, this model's way cooler. But the problem is that tender. I don't recall him falling off a ship with a bunch of cargo. I don't know why he'd be pulling cargo on a ship. But at least they added a little bit of detail to the cargo. Like this one has green on it. But I still don't see... Okay, I see why you had to add the cargo, because you're old and you don't know how to do technology and stuff, and you can't even afford to figure out how to make a smartphone that's like, come on, guys. If I'm smart enough to, like, have a smartphone, you're smart enough to make something fit into, like, you know?
Bro, went on a whole rant.
Yeah, this is ridiculous. Guys, just figure it out. And up next, we have Luke. All right, Luke. Loved the character as a kid. Watched the movie again. Think he's a little annoying, but still like the character. I just do think he's a little annoying, though. Sorry, I just got assaulted by those eyes. Luke, one of my favorite models. I don't know, he just... Doing this is so much fun with Luke. He's just the perfect size. I've always played with him. He's a little big for narrow gauge. But, yeah, moving on to the next one. And last but not least, we have Luke. So Luke, he was one of my favorite characters as a kid. Now that I've watched the movie again, don't like him quite as much. I think he's a little annoying. Don't like... Yeah, I mean... I still like the character, though. Just a little annoying. Sorry, just got assaulted by those eyes. Moving on. This model, I love it. Just doing this with him, it's so satisfying. And he goes so smoothly. I've always used him. He's been one of my favorite models to use. Yeah, moving on to the next one. And that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. It was really annoying to make. Not gonna lie, but it hopefully looks amazing. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you'll come back again next year. Alright guys, so don't worry. Justin's collection video is... Sorry about that, Android, am I right? Alright, as I was saying, Justin's is coming soon. It's actually ironically shorter than mine. Because I'm so much better than him and like... Yeah, I'm just so cool. You know. See ya.